Welcome back to EconoSite. Let's jump right into today's explainer. We're looking at a pretty fascinating intersection of high-end technology and grassroots economics. Now, we usually associate ISRO, the Indian Space Research Organization, with orbital launches and lunar missions, right? But actually, ISRO is a massive driver of India's economic development. By turning their satellite lenses back down towards Earth, their space technology is directly fueling rural economies. So let's start our journey from the macro level of space all the way down to village economies.
To really appreciate the sheer scale of this economic initiative, we need to anchor ourselves with this exact number, 649,481. You see, according to the 2011 census, that is the number of villages in India. And as of a recent major announcement, ISRO has successfully mapped every single one of these villages from space. I mean, just think about the massive logistical and economic implications of having a complete, high-resolution dataset for hundreds of thousands of distinct rural economies. It's literally a monumental achievement in data gathering.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Our agenda today covers 4 key areas. Starting off with Section 1, Space Tech Meets Economic Growth, Macro-Level Solutions for Rural Planning.
So ISRO officially announced this initiative on National Panchayati Raj Day, and the timing of that announcement is absolutely crucial context. Panchayati Raj refers to the system of local self-government in rural India. By announcing that they have mapped every village in the country from space on this specific day, ISRO made it super clear that this isn't just about orbital space exploration. It's a direct, targeted technological solution intended to support decentralized planning, monitor physical assets, and really improve grassroots governance. This is space data fundamentally purposed for local economic growth.
Moving on to Section 2, zooming in on data resolution. Right, so ISRO announced completed high-resolution mapping for the entire country at a scale of 1/10,000. Let's break that ratio down for a second. It means that one specific unit of measurement on a map is equal to exactly 10,000 of those identical units on the actual ground. That is an incredibly dense level of data resolution, especially for a landmass as vast as India. To put that mapping math into physical, economic reality, it means that just 1 centimeter on a digital map represents a highly precise 100-meter patch of land on the ground. We aren't looking at vague, blurry geographical outlines here. We are looking at localized land use at a microscopic level, straight from orbit. And this brilliantly illustrates why that specific resolution actually matters. The satellite imagery is sharp enough to visually distinguish a paddy field from a pond. Think about it. When you're trying to map out a rural economy, the ability to clearly differentiate between agricultural assets, like a field ready for harvest, and vital water resources, like a local pond, is absolutely essential. You literally cannot effectively plan an economy if you don't have an accurate inventory of its core assets. Which brings us to Section 3, Graman Chitra, data-driven local decisions, putting satellite data in the hands of village councils.
Now, having a massive database of high-resolution maps is fantastic in theory, but it prompts an immediate, extremely practical question. How do villages actually use this space data? How does a complex dataset gathered by rocket scientists actually help a local farmer or a village council member make better economic decisions?
Well, the answer lies in the Graman Chitra web portal. Graman Chitra translates to village map. It's a dedicated tool designed by the Ministry of Panchayati Raj to help local bodies make data-driven development decisions. You see, ISRO made its satellite dataset available to government organizations, and it's now integrated as one of the fundamental information layers right on this portal. It basically serves as the central hub where macro-level space mapping directly empowers micro-level governance.
Think about the cascading economic effects of this proven geoportal data. When disaster strikes, these high-resolution maps allow for rapid flood routing, protecting the local rural GDP from sudden shocks. But it's also about proactive growth. By clearly distinguishing crop fields from water sources, villages can optimize their planting and irrigation. This directly impacts agricultural yield and revenue. Plus, local leaders can use this exact terrain data to efficiently plan new roads and markets, ensuring every available patch of land is utilized for its highest economic potential. This is exactly how satellite data drives physical, tangible rural development.
Finally, we have Section 4, Building India's Rural Future, Transparency, Accountability, and Grassroots Democracy.
So, the crucial point here is that this mapping technology acts as an unprecedented auditing tool.
With a constantly updated 1 to 10,000 scale map, central and state governments can dramatically improve transparency and accountability when it comes to the implementation of government projects. If funds are allocated to dig a new pond or build a new road, satellite imagery can actually verify if that asset was created. It's a remarkably powerful mechanism to prevent economic waste and ensure that development funds are actually resulting in physical infrastructure.
And that is exactly why this whole initiative is described as strengthening grassroots democracy. By empowering local village councils, the Gram Panchayats, with this exact land usage data, it leads to highly effective preparation of their development plans. Instead of relying on estimations or outdated paper surveys, local leaders can now base their economic strategies on undeniable, high-resolution satellite facts. It really levels the informational playing field. As we wrap up today's explainer, I want to leave our Econo site viewers with a final thought to ponder. We are witnessing a historic integration of top-tier aerospace technology with grassroots local governments. When every village has access to space-grade data to plan their agriculture, build their infrastructure, and audit their government projects, well, how will space-driven accountability reshape rural economies over the next decade? It is a macroeconomic shift worth watching very, very closely.